3D modeling here today. I'm going to be wrapping up all of the modeling involved with this Isle Delfino shop. And it's probably going to be a pretty short stream. I imagine, well, I mean, depends on your definition of short, but it'll be maybe about 30 minutes. There's not a lot of modeling left to be done here, as you can see. It's pretty much almost done. I'm pretty sure this is live. I hit go live, so I'm assuming this is working. It says offline. Uh-oh. Let me know if it's... it says that it's streaming for me. I think it just takes a second. So yeah, this is the idea. So what I'm doing is this is Make Believe Episode 2, and this is a battle map that is based on Super Mario Sunshine. Specifically, it's going to really embody what Isle Delfino looks and feels like, but obviously it'll be brought up to date and beautiful HD visuals and lots of wonderful details. And the battle map is... well, I don't want to show you the concept I have for it because I don't want to spoil too much. But it's got, like, imagine 4 platforms that are in the shape of kind of like a square, and they're circle platforms. And each one of these platforms is going to have some sort of landmark from Mario Sunshine. And I want each one to have like a different feel to it. So this is going to be kind of like just a basic building that you would see in Isle Delfino. And one of the neat things about this one is going to be that you can go behind it and you can drive under this awning. So that'll be kind of what the unique feature is on this little section of the battle map. Is this for Kart, Smash, or something else? This is for a Mario Kart NX Battle Mode Make-Believe episode. Isle Delfino hype! Yep, you know it. Okay, so I'm going to actually get to work here. I will try to pay attention to the chat as much as possible. I do want to get this done in like under 30 minutes, which should not be hard at all, because this is not a lot left to do. We'll go in the back perspective here. Oh, what am I doing? Really need to kind of pick up the pace with this if it's going to be done next month, so I want to try and stay focused. Stay focused! Alright. So we're going to need some poles holding up this awning. Although, actually, I think in real life you could probably make an awning that didn't need poles, because you would just attach it to the back of a building. But we're going to put poles here because that would... This awning is so far out. It protrudes so far out from the building, you probably would need to have some poles holding it up. I need to make sure these are nice and even. Oh wow, I thought this was for a new Mario Sunshine. Maybe someday. Yeah, so the idea is not that I'm going to make a Mario Sunshine 2 or something like that. I'm going to make concepts for the battle mode in Mario Kart NX. Because I personally feel that the battle mode is a fantastic mode in Mario Kart, and I've been very disappointed with what Nintendo has been doing with it. Or should I say, what they haven't been doing with it. It's just gotten so, like, depressing. I feel like Nintendo, when they develop a Mario Kart game, I think they probably work first on the racing and all those fundamentals. And then if there's any extra development time, they put together the battle mode with the extra time towards the end of the game. That's probably why we usually don't hear about a battle mode until like the game launches. It's usually like a week before the launch that they start to say, "Oh, this is what the battle mode looks like," and it's usually pretty bad. So I'd like to do a project that's all about saying, "Hey, the battle mode is awesome, and you should care about it, and this is why." I think that's one of the things that Mario Kart desperately needs now. Moving ahead, they really need to start focusing on more than just the racing. I know that some people have criticized me for saying that in the past. Usually their response is, "It's a racing game. What do you want them to work on?" And it's like, yeah, I know it's a racing game, but, you know, it's the year 2016 now, and, you know, considering how impressive the sales for Mario Kart always are, you got to do more. I played more of the battle mode than racing in Mario Kart Wii. Yeah, 64 iOS, I did as well. I think the battle mode in the Wii game is probably... The battle mode on Mario Kart Wii is actually really close to being perfect in my eyes. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, I hate how you get more than 3 balloons. You know, like, oh, you respawn after you die. That sucks." But you got to keep in mind, it's online now. And because it's online, you can't make Super Mario 64's battle mode and just think that's going to work, because it wouldn't. Because if you lost all 3 of your balloons and you were playing online with like 12 people, if you were like the first or the second one out, what are you going to do? You're going to have to sit there for like 3-4 minutes and watch the rest of the people battle? That wouldn't be fun. That would suck. So it makes sense to have you respawn. And it also makes sense for it to be timed because it's online and nobody really wants to play a single match for like 10 minutes in Mario Kart's battle mode online. That just wouldn't work. Especially because you would get people who are just jerks, and they might be like, imagine if it was not timed and you're playing Mario Kart's battle mode online, and there's like 2 or 3 people left, and everybody is waiting for them to finish, and they're not even playing, they're just messing around, and they're not finishing the match. That would be miserable. So what I'm doing here is I think I'm going to make some wooden planks that kind of hold the sides of this up as well, just for some like extra added details. Just to bring it together a bit more. This awning in the back is going to be a different design than the awning in the front. What is he modeling? I am modeling a building for a battle map in a Mario Sunshine themed Mario Kart make-believe episode. Let's move this back a bit. There we go. But what I'm modeling specifically is a back awning that you'll be able to drive under. I'm also thinking, I've been thinking a lot about like where I could put some extra little bits of lighting, because I would like the idea of some of the battle maps being playable at different times of the day. Actually, I guess I should probably think of, I think all the battle maps should be able to be played at different times of the day. So like day, sunset, and nighttime. All the ones that I have in mind that I'm going to design would work that way, so I think that's what we'll do. Okay, I'm going to delete this back part because it doesn't really match up with what I'm doing here. Clone an instance of that. Oops. Bring that over. Yeah, like I said before, my schedule now is I work on make-believe episodes Monday through Friday. So Monday through Fridays, this is what I work on. I work in 3D. By the way, the program that I use is 3ds Max. It's what I'm most comfortable with. I think it's a pretty good program to work in. Maya is also a good one. You know, some people work in Blender. It's really, I mean, in a way it's about the program that you use, but I think in another way it's just about knowing the program. I mean, if a program is competent, there's really no reason to not use it, I don't think. That's not what I wanted at all. There's a lot of good 3D modeling programs is what I'm getting at here. Really just kind of goes by what you're... This is not working properly. Goes by what you're most comfortable with, I think. I don't know that one's necessarily hugely better than another. It's all about your opinion. So yeah, I'm trying to... It's funny, I've been playing Super Mario Sunshine a lot lately, and that's something that's a huge no-no for me. I don't let myself do that because... that's a summer game. I can't, like, usually May, so here's what I do. May 1st is when I get completely into summer mode. I'm like so excited that it's summertime, even though technically summer begins in June. I consider May 1st to be, you know, summer. So I just go nuts. I play all those summer games that I banned myself from playing, like Wii Sports Resort, Super Mario Sunshine, Captain Rainbow is another summer game. Gift Pia is another game that I like to play in the summer. Doshin the Giant. Some people would probably say it's a bit mad to ban yourself from playing certain games, but you know what? It makes it all the more special when you finally get to play them again. Might have to make that a little thicker, maybe. Making it thicker! Go about that way. I'm going to have to take the awning and bring that little point back a bit because it's sticking out. Zoop. This is really fascinating, I know. This is the most exciting thing in the world. You're watching me model an awning. You're probably yawning from watching me model this awning. Nope, didn't want to do that. I'm going to make, let's see if I have the, oh, it's over here. So I've been doing a little research on different types of lighting that I could use to decorate stuff with. Really big fan of these little pineapple lanterns. I might use those for some inspiration. Really big fan of this. This is an interesting way to get some lighting in the map. There's obviously going to be palm trees, so having these little like bamboo sticks nailed into the palm trees in this design and then having lanterns hang off of it, that is probably what I'm going to do. That's very cool. I want to do that in real life. I want to get a palm tree. And then also I like these. These are cool lanterns as well. I'll probably use some of these as well. So yeah. If you're wondering, this is basically kind of what we're working on here when it's all textured. It's going to be a prettier version of this. I also altered it though on the top of this. There's no, it kind of stops there. It's just a single leveled house. I guess this is a two-leveled house or shop. But I changed it, and I'm kind of combining multiple houses, multiple buildings, I should say. So yeah. I'm over on the other screen now looking at some concept stuff. I was looking at Ukulele the other night, just looking at the trailer. I'm very excited about this game. And I really like this rock work, the way this rock is designed. So I'm going to use that as inspiration for the side wall of this shop, of this building. Just not exactly like this, but there's stuff in this that makes me think it would work really well as an updated version of this texture. So there's the texture. That obviously looks kind of a little so keep that color and use that as inspiration. That's one of the things you always have to do, I think, when modeling and stuff, is to just not be afraid to like use stuff as inspiration. I have tons, like I'll be out and about doing whatever. Maybe I'll be jogging, maybe I'll be in a store or something, and I'll take a picture of something if I think it looks really cool and I could use it as inspiration for something. My phone is just filled with pictures of random things that I'm going to use in the future for inspiration when designing something. Pictures of my shoes and pictures of the clouds. That's all you need pictures of. All right, so I think that's pretty well put in there. Is there I was thinking there could be a door on the back. Kind of like the idea of having a door behind it as well. Let me go check it, see what you guys are doing in the chat here real quick. Twitter, there are 9 updates on Twitter. Please tell me your thoughts on Super Mario Sunshine 2 Make-Believe. I've never really thought about doing a Make-Believe exclusively for Super Mario Sunshine 2. Notice me. There you go, I noticed you. A lot of people just saying that they want me to notice them, which is a bit bizarre, but okay. I don't know. I mean, I'm wondering if this back awning is making this look a little silly. I don't know. I don't think it will. I think what it needs is some lanterns hanging down. How long's he been working on this? It looks awesome. All the modeling you're seeing here is probably about a day. About a day or two, off and on. But he didn't say my name. I'm not going to say your name. I'm just going to read the things you say. Sing for us, Joshy. Yeah, sing. What are your thoughts on Nintendo? I hate them. I hate Nintendo. Bunch of garbage men. So I gotta spiff up this back awning a bit somehow. I mean, obviously it's going to have a nice texture, but it needs a little something. It needs a little something. What if... Okay, follow me on this one. What if we used these rods, or these poles that hold it up, to string some lanterns across, maybe? Does it look better with 3 or 2? 3 would make it a bit harder to drive around. I don't know. Yeah, texture orbit after you finish this. Orbit is not, that's gonna, I'm not really prepared to figure out how the texturing is gonna work on orbit. Let me look at more, we need to look at more lanterns over here, guys. We gotta get some inspiration for how we can spiff this up. Let's turn back on that. I'm trying to imagine because this is a battle map, I need to make sure that everything is, like, wide and open enough to where you could drive through it. So I'm trying to picture myself, like, how big the cart is. This little gelato cart that's selling ice cream here, that's almost about the size. It's a bit larger than what I picture the characters would be driving around in here. But I think. Ooh, Joshi just got some inspiration here. What if... I really should be Google searching a lot of images of, like, what crab shack restaurants look like. Like, what is that kind of decor? Kind of getting that in my head. I just made an instance of this instead of a copy. Like, a lot of... I'm thinking... I got an idea here, basically. I've got an idea. Inspiration has struck. What if we got some top... There's going to be like a top part here that's going to continue that kind of wicker pattern design, and I can put like some seashells stuck up in it. Ooh, we got it. All right. And then maybe there can be lanterns hanging off of it, perhaps, maybe. I think the original vision I had was this needed to have lanterns hanging behind it to light it up. So we're going to do that. My neck is killing me. I need to get a new chair so bad. This chair has no lumbar support. Alright, let's make sure this is even. Okay. So, is that connected to the building? That looks like it's not. It wasn't! Oh, I almost made a boo-boo. Okay, so let's stretch this across the whole back. We don't have the proper setup here. We gotta get these windows matched up for me. Wait a minute. Is this still not connected to the damn... There we go. And then that's gonna go all the way to the pole, which apparently it's not lined up with. Terrific. How am I going to do that? Oh, why is that black? Oh, because it's... Okay. I'm going to make that a little bit shorter. Don't want it to take up too much space because there's also going to be some more stuff on it. I really should be looking at the Jaws ride queue line and using some of that stuff as inspiration. Because there's a lot of good tropical fish shack design in that. Not so much tropical, but... Okay, no. Okay. I'm feeling it now. This is kind of coming together in the back a bit more. This awning, I am going to have it'll be like a striped awning, and the stripes will be going down this way. I think that'd be the way. Yeah, that'd be the better way to do it, I think. But there will be a shine sprite design, a big shine sprite design on the back here. And it'll look very pretty. Very shine spritey. Okay, well, I can see somebody needs to get... Oop. Blocked. Because they are being naughty in the chat. Behave yourself in the chat, guys. Is it so damn hard to just behave yourself, you little pricks? If you don't behave yourself, I am going to do really evil things to you, and you don't want to know what they are because they're going to be painful, you little chumps. Alright. Now that I've yelled, now that Daddy's disciplined all of you, we're going to... Oh, that doesn't need to be a copy. Josh, who do you main in Smash? I main Zero Suit Samus because I like her shiny, sexy Zero Suit, and she's really good at fighting in the game. Go on a date with me. Okay, where do you want to go? Where are we going? Disney World? Can we go on a date to Disney World? I want to get spanked by Josh. Yeah, I know you do. Josh, can you do a Nintendo rant? I'm not in the mood to rant about Nintendo right now. I'm sure I will be eventually. So anyways, what I'm doing in the back here, this part that looks black, is actually going to be textured with this kind of a thing right here. Not that low quality, but it'll be textured with that kind of really cool sort of wicker design. And then I'm going to maybe I'll put like seashells occasionally in it. Maybe the seashells. I might not need the seashells. And then we're going to have some lanterns hanging off of it. But anyways, this will be a really cool area to drive under. I hope, I think. I wish building things in real life were this easy, to where you just have to quickly model stuff. Does this not go far enough? Hold on a second. Oh, that has to extend beyond the pole. And by the way, guys, I think this is going to be the only thing I stream. At some point in the week, I am going to stream myself modeling Chibi Robo, so that will be fun. But for now, this is going to be it. Once I have this all modeled, we will be done, and I am going to go do some other work. Oh, wait a minute. I probably don't have to. I can just do this and this. Meow. Meow. And then we'll move it over. Wait a minute. Looks like I might already have the thing over there. Maybe, kind of. What is this getting stuck on? Nothing. Okay. What is that? I can't really tell. Okay. It's probably good. There's that. Was there already one on the bottom? No. Okay. Awning modeling! Welcome back to the Let's Model an Awning live stream, the most exciting live stream that was ever streamed. I'm Josh Thomas, for those of you who are still awake, and it's going to be one heck of an awning on the back, I promise you that. Let's bring this up to 90. Even her out. What's going on in the chat? ASMR while modeling. There you go. That's what we need to do. I think you guys can mute people that are misbehaving in the chat. So if somebody's bothering you, I think you can mute them. If you can mute them, that would be what I suggest you do. I can't always look at the chat. I'm trying to keep an eye on it, but just behave yourselves. I mean, why be a dick? Why be a dick? There's no real point. The only reason to be a dick is if you're not happy with yourself. If you're not happy with yourself, then just ask for people to hug you. Unless they smell like grandma perfume, then you don't want them to hug you. Then you just say, oh, never mind. I need to match this up. What program is this? This is 3ds Max. 3ds Max! I use 3ds Max 2010 and 3ds Max 2016. This is 3ds Max 2010 because I find that it runs a little faster than 3ds Max 2016, but I usually will render in 3ds Max 2016 because it's a little better. A little better at rendering. We're gonna get some wood on the side here, so that'll be fine. That'll line up. Wait a minute, wait a minute. What the hell? Why are you doing this? Why? Oh, I know why. Oh, for God's sakes. This is why you gotta be careful about making an instance of things. Joshy, why Sunshine over Galaxy? Because Galaxy is old and stupid and I don't give a shit about Galaxy anymore. I don't understand why the hell people want a Galaxy 3. What is wrong with you? Why do you want them to do the same damn thing a third time in a row right after one another? It's over. Galaxy's over. It's done. Move on. They milked the stupid outer space gravity thing for all it's worth. It's over. Move on. Play Mario Galaxy 1. Play Mario Galaxy 2. Those games are... Mario Galaxy 1 is fantastic. The original is fantastic. Sequel, it's okay. It's a little too watered down for my taste. They took away the... They don't even have an overworld map. They put a damn 2D overworld map in a 3D Mario game. Nuh-uh. Joshy ain't having any of that garbage. Streamlining crap for people that aren't... They streamline the games for people who don't play Mario games, and they're not going to buy the games anyway. It's like they make it more simple so that anybody can play it, but anybody's not playing it. The people that are buying the games are the people that like 3D Mario, the ones that like want Mario 64 and stuff like that. So you don't have to dumb it down just so it appeals to Joe Schmo or Sally Sue. They're not buying the game anyways, Miyamoto. So stop with that. We do a make-believe for Nintendo theme park too. I wanted to do a make-believe for a parade, a Nintendo parade for Nintendo Land. But I don't know when I will get around to doing that. There's nothing to milk from Sunshine because that game sucks. Super Mario Sunshine is a game, not a game. And actually, Super Mario Sunshine is the best 3D Mario game. And do you know how I know that? Because I said it is. That's how I know that. Boom! Get good! Memes! Alright, we got that there. Super Mario Sunshine is the most creative Mario game, I would say. It's probably even more creative than Galaxy. When you really sit down and take all that game in and you look at what they did, it's way more ambitious than pretty much any of the modern 3D Mario games. They add power-ups in Mario games now that are just used for a few levels. Flood is a power-up that was so brilliantly designed they used it through an entire game and it never got old. 3D World is even better than Sunshine. Okay, Adam is officially the chat idiot. Adam, you are the chat idiot. Ooh, blue coin. I hate how all these idiots who don't like Sunshine always bring up the blue coin thing. Like, Sunshine sucks because of that extra thing in it that you don't even have to do. Rah, rah, rah. No, the blue coins are totally optional. And frankly, I'll take collecting tons of blue coins after collecting all those stupid green stars that aren't even well hidden. It's like, ooh, find all the green stars in the level so that you can unlock another level, just like the one that you found the green stars in. And they're not even hidden. They're like right there. You can easily find them. And if you hate the blue coins so much, don't collect them. They don't. I mean, the blue coins literally won't give you anything. They're just there for people who want to be completionists and who want the whole game to be beaten. Double Dash is the best Mario Kart ever. Yep, yes it is. Or the Poison River. You realize that probably every 3D Mario game since Sunshine has had a Poison River level? And Poison River, I don't even know what you're talking about. There's no Poison River. Noki Bay is poisoned at first, but it's not like that's a bad bit of gameplay. That's fun. You have to hop on the platforms to avoid it. And it's poisoned for a reason. There's like a whole story as to why it's poisoned. It's the bad breath of the eel underneath it, which is very cute. Alright, I think this is done. I don't know how much I love the back awning. I'll be honest. But I'm wondering, like, once it gets textured, how much I would like it. If I don't like it, I can always just axe it. I can always just say, never mind. I'm thinking what I don't like so much about it is this top part. Let me hide this real quick and see. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking a different type of awning on the top might make it look better. Make Believe Epic Mickey 3, please. I'm trying to read the chat now. You should have Andre do a head-to-head when you're done. Yeah, I think Andre and I do need to go head-to-head in Mario Sunshine discussion. I don't know if Andre's up to that. I don't think Andre's ready to take me on in that discussion. Okay, well, I think the only thing that would be left to do with this is to have lanterns hanging off. I do think maybe this needs to be a little higher up, because if you drove underneath that, the camera might mess up. I'm literally trying to think in terms of this being real. Oh, shoot. I didn't grab this stuff. Now let's see how that works. What is going on underneath here? Okay. Wish this was real. It is so good. Thank you, Sheepeachy. What about Flood? People complain about that. I don't know why anybody would have any complaints about Flood. It's probably the most fun Mario power-up. Like I said, it's a power-up that is not just some throwaway trash. It's a power-up that they really put a lot of thought into, that you get to use through the whole game. It's got multiple nozzles that do different things. Do make-believe for a new Mario vs. Donkey Kong game like the original GBA. Yeah, that would be pretty amazing. Software you use, it's 3DS Max. Josh, personally, I like the catsuit. I hated the catsuit. I thought the catsuit was Nintendo being about 10 years late with cat memes. I feel like they just eventually realized, hey, people on the internet think cats are funny. Let's make a catsuit for Mario, and that'll be hilarious. And it doesn't even add new functionality, really, to the gameplay, by the way. Because, climbing on the wall is something you could do in Super Mario Galaxy as the Bee, and Bee Mario was way cuter than Cat Mario. I found it disturbing that Cat Mario was, licking himself when you would just sit there idle. His idle animation when he's wearing the cat suit is that he cleans himself, which is very strange because Mario doesn't transform into the thing that he is wearing. He doesn't think he's a cat. So Mario's got all sorts of weird problems. Will you also be using Maya? No, I will not. Alright, I think we're going to hang some lanterns on the back, see how that looks, and then be done with it. Let's see, which lanterns would work. I think these would be what I want to go with. These little colorful lanterns. Ah! Andre complained about the blue coins in Flood. Well, you know what? We all know what I think about Andre. Cleffer Notes! Oh, Cleffer Notes is here, everybody! This is the man behind the amazing music that you heard in episode 1 of Make Believe. He's also doing the music for this one. Everybody say hello to Cleffernotes. Cleffernotes has to work the night shift, which is, I imagine, taking a lot out of him. I would not want to work the... I do work the night shift, actually, now that I think about it, but I'm in the comforts of my own home, so I guess it's probably a little easier. Alright, I'm still debating whether or not an awning on the back here is really doing it for me. But I think it would be fun to have the awning on the back. We don't need this extra pole. I mean, in real life, you'd probably want another pole in the middle of those, but this isn't real life, and we can just pretend that these two poles are strong enough to hold them both. But what I do think we need... Ooh, I think I just got some more inspiration here. What if there were... Well, no, I was going to say, what if there were barrels that were holding these poles up? But a barrel, it's a little bit more Donkey Kong themed, so we're not going to go with that. Because there is actually going to be a Donkey Kong battle map as well, by the way. It's based on Tropical Freeze. And there's going to be areas that are frozen and snowy, and then there's going to be areas that are not frozen and snowy. So it'll be very interesting, I think, because you'll be playing a battle map that has, like, two different feelings in the one battle map. Because it's like, oh, this is a winter stage, but then if you drive a little bit more to different areas, it's like, oh, no, it's a jungle. Fawful for Mario Kart. That's what I should do, actually. I should ask you guys what kind of characters you'd want to see in this video. I have been thinking of... I'm definitely adding characters just in the footage that I think would be fun to have in Mario Kart. I'm definitely going to put Nabbit in there and Professor Egad. Okay, I think that's a good little stopper on the ground there. Cleffernotes, how's the composing going? I'm assuming you've been busy with work, but I always get incredibly excited when you send over new music, so I'm anxious. Captain Toad, that'd be another good one. Bayonetta. I don't know if I would want Bayonetta in Mario Kart. I don't even want Bayonetta in Smash Brothers, let alone Mario Kart. Okay. That's good to hear, Cleffernotes. I don't know why I'm calling you Cleffernotes by your username. Have you done any of the like recomposing or making it a faster tempo yet? Or I'm not trying to rush you. I'm just, as I said, I'm always really giddy when I get an email and there's new music to listen to. Why is this not grabbing the proper thing? That's fine. Wii Fit Trainer in Smash Brothers is so awful it's funny. I actually really I think the Wii Fit Trainer in Smash Brothers is really clever. I love that idea. I feel like that is Smash Brothers to me. Those really weird characters that you wouldn't expect to see in a fighting game. I think that's kind of what Sakurai had in mind when he created Smash Brothers. He wanted it to be kind of the opposite of what a fighting game is. I think it's kind of changed, and it's not really necessarily that anymore, what with the whole like tournament scene kind of taking it and, you know, all that stuff, but I think Smash 4 does a good job of pleasing both audiences. Sounds good, Cleffernotes. Notice me, what's your favorite ice cream? I generally don't eat a lot of ice cream, but I love vanilla with butterscotch on it. Butterscotch is the greatest flavor ever. If I could, I would make the air taste like butterscotch. Okay, let's do some lanterns. I think we can probably design the lanterns in this. We don't have to open up a new file for that. Dr. Mario for Mario Kart, that could be kind of cool. If nothing else, an item based on Dr. Mario would be neat. Like the germs, the viruses. That's another thing I think I should probably work on. I've been thinking about it a little bit, but uh, coming up with some items to talk about in this episode as well would be a neat idea. I think that it'd be neat if the paintbrush from Super Mario Sunshine, Bowser Jr.'s paintbrush. One thing I think they need to bring back in Mario Kart is they need to bring back the idea of characters having their own unique weapons. I loved that in Double Dash. I think it adds so much personality to the game. It gives you a reason to pick certain characters. So I like the idea of Bowser Jr. having a weapon that he can get, which is the paintbrush. And when you use it, it attaches to the back of your cart and it drags along the road, like the actual paintbrush side of it. And it leaves like a streak of paint behind you for maybe like 3 to 5 seconds. And then anybody that drives over it will like spin out. So you can make like these really cool little streaky patterns, like you could try to mess people up behind you. I think that would work pretty well. What's your favorite cookie? Just like sugar cookies. I like sugar cookies the most. I'm not a big fan of chocolate. Chocolate gives me a headache. The Inkling would be awesome in Mario Kart. Yeah. So one of the things, I mean, I'm kind of spoiling this, which is probably not smart, but, this is like how many people, I don't know how many people are watching this, but I imagine it's not a ton. So one of the things that's going to happen in this second episode of Make Believe is I'm going to get to the point where it's going to be like, I've shown you Mario Kart. Oh, I almost broke a glass there. I've shown you all the stuff. I've shown you 4 battle maps, and we've talked about some items. I've talked about, different modes and options for battle mode in Mario Kart NX. And then I'm going to be like, oh, there's one more thing I wanted to point out, actually. This is the 30th anniversary of some Nintendo games, and specifically, I'm a huge fan of the Metroid series. So with that in mind, I decided to make a battle map to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Metroid, and then at the last minute, I'm going to show you guys a battle map that is all themed around Metroid Prime. And that's going to be something I show again in the future with like other Nintendo stuff. The idea behind this, there's going to be more than one episode with this, but the idea is going to be that Nintendo should go full-on Nintendo Kart. It should be like Mario Kart Nintendo All-Star Edition, something like that. Because they kind of did that in the DLC for Mario Kart 8 a little bit. And I think there's still so much more they can do with that. Kirby, Pikmin, I'm looking over at my shelf here. Metroid, as I said. There could even be like... They did a Legend of Zelda, but they could do another one. But basically what I'm getting is there's tons of Nintendo series that haven't been represented in Mario Kart's DLC. So, I think that would be a good idea to just make it the entire theme of the game. Do you agree with the Federation Force cancellation petition? I don't think it's going to do anything. I don't think you're really going to get Nintendo to cancel a game. If they didn't cancel Wind Waker from all that backlash, they're not going to cancel Federation Force. I don't know. Maybe Federation Force will be fun. But I don't think you're going to get them to cancel it. I don't think it's going to damage the Metroid brand. Listen, if Metroid Other M didn't kill it, Federation Force isn't going to kill it. And at least they're not... At least they're like trying to position it as being a spin-off as opposed to being like a main series thing. Josh, did any higher-ups see your last episode of Make Believe? I know that people at Nintendo did see it. It's kind of all I know. I don't know who necessarily saw it, but I know people at Nintendo did. Don't know what their response was. I just know that they saw it. Do you think Rhythm Heaven 3DS will be localized? I hope so. Did I miss Orbit? You missed me modeling him last night, yes. Did you make any Mario models? I did not. Not yet. Thoughts on Pokken Tournament? Looks like it could be fun. I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan, but I think that looks like it could be cool. Maybe I'll check it out. I'm gonna be in Florida next month. I'm very excited about that. Going back to my home away from home, Disney World. I'm gonna do a little technique Nintendo used to do back in the N64 days here. Watch. We're gonna cheat a little bit here. We've just got this thin little plane to make a string, but if you view it from the side, it's gonna disappear because it's not thick. So what Nintendo used to do is they would just take two planes and then they would put them like this. Let's see, about like that. So that it looks like it's a 3D object, but it's really not. We're cheating! Because there's no use in wasting polygons. Even if it's a powerful machine, you still don't want to waste stuff. Ooh, I'm going to go out in the middle of the night again and get my grilled cheese sandwich and side salad from Steak and Shake. Ooh, baby! Looking forward to that. It's going to be at about midnight. It's only 9 p.m. here. But seriously, you guys should check out Cliffernote's channel. He does amazing Nintendo remixes. When I was looking for somebody who I wanted to partner with, team up for the music in the Make-Believe episodes, I looked at a lot of people, but I was definitely most impressed with him. And I'm pretty picky. I am pretty picky. So I can't imagine Nintendo fans wouldn't like to hear Nintendo remixes. So go check them out. Alright, so there's a lantern. Now we're going to do a clone. How many can I fit across here? Maybe we'll go with like 8. No, that's probably going to be too much. Maybe we'll go with like 6, because there's going to be 6, 6, and 6. Josh, if you own a dinosaur, which kind would you like? Probably not one that would want to eat me. That would be the first thing that would be on my agenda. I'd make sure, okay, I'm not going to get a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'd want to get one that's, big. If I'm going to get a dinosaur, I'd want it to be a big dinosaur. I'm not going to get like some little thing. Triceratops? Let's go with, I'd get a Triceratops. I don't know where I would keep him, but I would love him. Or her. Grab all these. Copy Zam, make an instance of Zam, and now we are going to pull him over. Okie doke. I recently started doing a lot of King Boo voices. I'm practicing my King Boo voice. It sort of hurts your throat. Oh, we are getting tropical now, man! Look at the tropical lanterns! These tropical lanterns that are not really connected in the inside there. I'm gonna have to grab all those. Say my name, say my name. Okay, Brick X Heroes. I have to pee. Little Zebra has to pee, everybody. Can I have permission to go get a biscuit, please? Sure, go get a biscuit. I'm assuming you're British because you just called a cookie a biscuit. Biscuits are things that you put gravy on. I'm thirsty. What is this building for? This building is for a Mario Kart battle map. It is themed around Super Mario Sunshine. Superb. We need to really do a live stream where me and Andre duke it out over Super Mario Sunshine. I would love that. I would eat that up with a spoon. Although I did get him to admit that, well, he said that he thought the lighthouse design was pretty good, even though he doesn't like sunshine. Now, whether or not he was just saying that to be polite, I don't know, but I did get him to admit that. You know what's really funny? By the way, don't tell Nintendo this, but you know this battle mode video you're going to watch with Make Believe? It's actually going to have programming in it to where it's like almost a real game. It won't have any. I won't be controlling it, but it will be more real than episode 1 of Make Believe. See, episode 1 of Make Believe was all pre-rendered. You see. But this one is not going to have pre-rendering. This is going to be running in Unity. So I won't have to render things. I'll just capture what's going on in Unity. But that's getting a little dangerously close to it being a real thing. So we just won't tell Nintendo about it. Shut up! Don't tell them! It's not a real game, and I'm not selling a product, so there's nothing they could do. They can kiss my butt. Reggie can kiss my butt if he wants to. Wouldn't that be a sight? So I made a little bit of a boo-boo here, I think. No, okay, there we go. That's good. I was going to say, I'm not going to be able to easily grab the other side because they're parallel to each other. And there's 90 degrees. I wish it were 90 degrees, but it's just a 90-degree angle. It's literally like 0 degrees here, by the way, guys. There are no degrees to be given out. It's like a public school. There's no degrees here. See that? I made a joke about something. I don't know. All right, let's see. Oh, that's tall enough. Okay. Is this going to be too many lanterns? It might just look like too many lanterns because they're all the same color. That's not the texture that they're going to get. That's the color that it gave me when I started making the model. Let's change the colors to see if this is going to be too much, too little. First, we should probably actually go in here and center these a bit better. If nothing else, I can kind of delete some of these lanterns so there's not too many. What is he even designing? I'm designing a battle map for Mario Kart. I'm going to put that as the title of this video. I probably should have done that because people are like, what is he doing? What is this? What is going on? Yeah, that's going to be too many lanterns, I think. How many are on there? Should probably be like 4 on each side. That's a little cluttered. Josh, I'm going off to sleep now. Give me a shout out. Okay, Stuart Wood. There's your shout out. Alright, so I'm realizing that this is not going to work. There's too many damn lanterns. We're going to kill 2 of them on each side. We're going to moiter them. And I'm going to go around the back here. And we're going to get rid of these. So long, Bowser! Okay. Now we're going to take those 4 and we're going to spread them out a little bit better. So we'll probably take the ones on the side first. And we'll do this. Bring those over. Yes. Okay, that's going to be better. We went a little bit overboard with them originally. Oh, already better. Okay. Because these are also going to be glowing. And if we've got about 1 million glowing lanterns, you're going to drive back there and you're going to go, oh, God, my eyes! I can't see! And you're going to get hit by a shell. We are going to color them. I do not know what we will color them, though. Oh, wow, all the textures for the lighthouse are in here. Well, we won't use any of those. Okay, so we'll just use the colors over here, just to get an idea. What are some good tropical colors? That's a good one, that's a good one. Green would be a nice one. These are just examples of what we're going to do. I think orange is a good tropical color. Are those good? What were the examples that we had? Okay, pink, green, orange. Yeah, those are good. Close enough. Got our tropical lanterns. What do you think of Pokken Tournament? I already answered that. I think it looks, cool enough. I don't know that I would actually buy it. I don't think I'll ever buy Pokken Tournament, but doesn't look bad. Looks kind of cool. How'd you learn how to do all this? I just self-taught, just messing around, and I did look at a lot of tutorials online. So these lanterns are not textured, by the way. Don't think that's what they're going to look like. There's going to be an actual texture on those, but they will be that color. Just kind of letting myself see some color there. Look at the little gelato ice cream cones. Who wants one? I'm going to try to add a lot of little details that you would be able to find. Like if you were really playing this, I'd want it to be like so pretty and cool that you would want to stop for a bit and just look around at some of the stuff. Let's drag these over. I don't think there are lanterns anywhere in Mario Sunshine, though, by the way. But that's okay. You don't want to do the exact same thing, otherwise that's a little boring. Now we're going to make an instance. We're going to group them together so they can all travel together and I can actually turn them properly. Go with negative 90 degrees. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's what it feels like outside, actually. Oh, for poop's sake. Come on, negative 90. Probably should have just typed it in instead of doing that. Sorbet for the win. Sorbet. Ooh, sorbet. There's your Homer Simpson impression that you ordered, sir. Notice to me, my name is Idali. I don't know what that means. Your name actually says Eliza Woods, not Idali. For poop's sake. Classy, Josh. Thank you. I'm a real classy gentleman. This is my real voice. I just been fooling y'all. Your Homer impression is so good, question mark. Can you say some of his lines, please? Well, you guys give me lines to say as Homer. I haven't done it in a long time, so it might be a little rusty. It might sound a little crappy. Usually when I hear him talk is when I can kind of get right back into it. What the heck's going on here? Well, I wish there was some... Hang on. You know what? 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 There. Boom. Now we can see what the heck's going on. Look at this. We got no shading going on. There we go. There you go. Done. Done. This is what it's going to look like. What program are you using? 3ds Max. 3ds Max. 3ds Max. Do you have any chemistry with Chugga Conroy? No, but I had math class with Chugga Conroy. Ha! See what I did there? Chemistry? Math class? Huh? Huh? No, I've never met the guy. I don't even know much about Chugga Conroy. So we've got this problem of two orange lanterns next to each other in that particular part. So we're going to have to switch those around in a way. Oh, we'll just flip it. There we go. Now we'll ungroup them. Now we're done. All right. Make-believe for Pikmin 4, Josh. Well, Pikmin 4 is already deep into development, so I wouldn't do that. Because Nintendo would show us Pikmin 4, and it would be this full game, and we'd be able to play it, so there's really no point in me doing one. Please say, donuts dough. Donuts. Dough! Ooh, a donut. So, I'm sitting here, and I'm enjoying making some 3DS Max. I don't even... What the... Joe. There's still two oranges next to each other. No, there's not. Where? Oh, there is. Oh, crap. Well, we'll have to pick them up. We're gonna have to do it separately. What the heck? Good call, though. I don't know. I'm going to let you guys decide. What do you think of this back awning area with lanterns? Does it look stupid? Will it be cool? What do you think? I mean, obviously it's not done. It's not textured, but I'm kind of still like a little bit towards it. There we go. That's better. I mean, I like the idea. I mean, gameplay-wise, I think it would be cool to be able to drive behind the building and go underneath this little tropical awning area. Are you his voice actor? Yes, but don't tell anybody. Looks cool to me. Looks great. Change the blue to purple. Whoa, boy, there is no blue. There is no blue lantern on these. There's purple. Well, it's kind of a pinkish purple. There's yellow, green, and orange. So if you're seeing blue, either I'm definitely wrong or you're definitely wrong. If you were given the opportunity to voice Homer, would you? Well, yes. That would be a lot of donuts. Donuts. Oh. See, it's a little bit off, but if I heard Homer talking, I could kind of grab onto that more in my mind. It's been a while. It's been a really long time since I've done Homer's voice. There's another voice that I can do. Well, I can do a lot of voices, but one that I'm particularly fond of is, I don't know if anybody's watched SpongeBob SquarePants in here, but there's a character called Squilliam. Squilliam is the rich, fancy version of Squidward, and I can do Squilliam's voice pretty well, which is not a very good skill to have, because there's nobody that wants you to do an impression of Squilliam. There's probably barely anybody that knows who Squilliam is. Yeah, I mean, I think, my big problem with this right now, I think, is just that there's no textures on this stuff, so it's not going to look all that cool. Just do it. Okay, so, give me a second. I might not start off too good with Squilliam, because I haven't done it in a while, so it's yes, it is Squilliam Fancy Son.
So, Squidward, where's your fancy 5-star restaurant? You're such a loser, Squidward.
So that is Squilliam Fancy Son for you. Again, I'm not really sure when that's going to come in handy for me, but,
Ha! Look at all these losers watching a live stream of some nerd making a 3D model. Ha ha! I'm a real model.
So there you go. Squilliam just insulted all of you, and he called me a nerd. What a jerk. Oh my god, Squilliam. Just trying to do a video game, fake video game, and I gotta listen to Squilliam Fancy Son harassing me. Can you do Squidward? No, unfortunately, I really can't do Squidward. I'm sad. I wish I could do Squidward instead of Squilliam. They're sort of close, but it just doesn't... I can't do Squidward.
Why would anyone want to impersonate that loser cashier? Not to mention the dim-witted sponge he has to work with.
I don't know. All things considered, I think... Make him say Squidward is gay. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think is there... there is an episode where Squidward dates SpongeBob for some reason. SpongeBob dresses up like a girl. I don't know. I have that image in my mind now, and I don't know what it's from. Do an okay impression of Rick from Rick and Morty. I've never really seen Rick and Morty. Kermit the Frog, can't do Kermit the Frog. Can you do Patrick? No. Just kind of like a crappy version of Patrick. I can kind of do SpongeBob's laugh a little bit, but not that well. It's like a... That's about it. That's as far as I can get with SpongeBob. Alright, well, this Delfino shop I think is pretty much done. I will probably add some crates in the back a bit, like lean some crates or barrels up against this. The back wall probably could use a little something, 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 something. Probably going to put a door back there. But, yeah. Your Mario voices are really good, too. I wanted to do a video where I just went through all the Mario voices that I can do. Squilliam works at Game Explain, unlike those losers that, yeah.
I I can't believe anyone would work at the bit block. I go to Game Explain.
You know what, Squilliam? You can piss off. Go to Game Explain then, Squilliam.
Oh, I'm already there, loser, with my fancy high-speed internet connection. I'm learning all about the latest Nintendo trailers from Game Explain.
Do Shrek. Never. Dan does a funny Shrek. I don't know how, like, accurate Dan's Shrek is, but whenever Dan bursts into his Shrek impression, it's always... I don't let him know how much I like it, because I know that he would stop doing it then. But I like it. I think it's funny. Josh, thoughts on me? I don't really have any thoughts. I don't know. I mean, you don't like Super Mario Sunshine, so that's a bad thing, but I'm not going to say you're a bad person because you don't like Super Mario Sunshine. Andre's a bad person because he doesn't like Super Mario Sunshine. Can you do Mario? Yeah. Josh, do Andre from Game Explain. O-P-O-P. I don't know what O-P-O-P means. Shout out to Jean Vive Duck. I'm sure I mispronounced that. When Dan goes into Shrek mode, he goes hard. Yeah, he does. It's terrifying. Will you marry me, Josh? Yes, obviously. Come on. Why do you need to ask? Let's just get the wedding plans underway. Only if the wedding is everybody's naked at the wedding. That's the only kind of wedding that I want to go to. Let's see. I'm gonna actually do a little bit more on just some pointless extra details that really aren't needed. Wait a minute. Wait. What did I grab here? Oh. I'll just add that little maybe. I don't know. It's not like those are a lot of extra polygons there, so. So yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty much wrapping this one up, guys. Josh, do you have a Reddit account? I do not. I don't even really know how to properly use Reddit. Andre from Game Explain, do an impression. Josh, I don't even know what that is, what that means. Alyssa Rubio, there's your shout out. What's your favorite game of all time? Super Mario Sunshine, followed by Pikmin 2. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is another one. I've got a lot of favorite games of all time. I can't do an impression of Peter Griffin, but I think I can do a decent Stewie Griffin. Not that I'm not a huge Family Guy fan, though, so I never really do the Stewie impression. Do you poop? No, I don't poop, actually, and I'm very proud to say that I do not poop. I don't have a butthole, so how am I supposed to poop? You're replaying The Thousand Year Door right now? That's pretty amazing. Although I look at The Thousand Year Door as being a summer game, so I don't let myself play that if it isn't summer. Oh my goodness, what the heck happened here? Mad Hatter impression. Well, did somebody call me? We'll have ourselves a wonderful tea party. I'll bring the tea, you bring the sugar, and then I'll get some lemon. Oh, don't forget about that. We're gonna have some mustard in our tea. Ooh, a nice hint of mustard dripped right into the tea. Ooh. Ooh, that's wonderful. I taste like I'm alive again, just from that one sip. Ooh, such a pick-me-up. There's your Mad Hatter impression. This is just turning into Josh doing impressions.
Mario, holy, oh, Mario, oh yeah, Luigi, ha ho, Luigi, oh yeah,
There's some Luigi. There's King Boo.
Oh yeah, let's go! Yahoo! Mario time! Super Mario! Yahoo! Wahoo!
There's some Mario.
Here we go! Time for adventure!
There's some Toad.
Oh, I lost!
Whole compilation of impressions. I can do a Pianta decently well.
No, whoa. As you are no doubt aware, someone has been senselessly defacing Fair Isle Delfino using a paint-like substance.
It's from a little cutscene in the beginning. Bowser Jr. I can kind of do Bowser Jr. at times. No, I can't really do Bowser Jr. I was kind of going into a Toad there. At times I hit the Bowser Jr., but then at times I can't. Sheen from Jimmy Neutron, I don't know how he sounds. I just came into the stream and the first thing I hear is Mario. I'm going to do an entire stream and make Andre watch it of me playing Super Mario Sunshine as a Pianta in the Pianta voice. Josh, have a meetup. Well, if you guys did want to meet me in person, you could go to ASEN in Chicago in May, and you will be able to meet me in person. Not only meet me in person, but meet me in person while I'm wearing the Zero Suit. So you could meet Zero Suit Joshi in person in May if you go to ASEN in Chicago. So if you are, and by the way, I'm also saying if you go, you have my legal permission to pinch me in the butt if you wanted to. So you could just randomly come up to me and pinch me in the butt. That is my offer to you. All right, well, I mean, I think this is pretty much done. I'm going to add... I got to get some other work going. I got to texture this, actually. And I'm going to do this again. What program are you using? 3ds Max. Time to go to Chicago. Yeah, you guys better get yourself booked. Book your flights. Will you accept hugs? Sure. I would say that pinching my butt is better than hugging me, but okay. Groping Zero Suit Joshi. Yeah, I welcome all sorts of groping. I don't know why people want a shout-out. There's like a million people in this chat that want shout-outs right now. If you're watching... This is probably going to get reposted on YouTube, so if you're watching this on YouTube, you're missing out on the opportunity to join in on the chat and ask me to say your username, which is obviously the greatest thing in the world. I'm still unhappy with this, to be honest with you. I'm kind of an idiot, and still looking at this like it could be better. I feel like I could maybe add a little detail here. See, that's one of the great things I think about video games nowadays, is that you really can create so much more atmosphere and stuff because the systems have power that allow you to do that. Like I'm looking at, for example, when I was playing Super Mario Sunshine, there's a lot of stuff that they couldn't do. Like I have individual little roof tiles, and I think that looks so much better. They couldn't, they could not do that in Sunshine because there was no power. But in a way that was kind of good because it forced you to even be more creative because you had to think outside of the box and find ways to get around doing things. It's kind of like movies nowadays, like how we can make anything happen in a movie nowadays with CG. So they got all these things happening in movies because we have CG, but it's not really making it better. In fact, it's kind of making it worse because it's lame to just see a CG thing happen. So it's like, I guess what I'm saying is that having limitations oftentimes makes you work better, makes you create something better because you had to be more clever. So maybe I should keep that in mind when designing this. Although everything that I'm doing is really low polygon. Like a lot of people might, when you see this in the episode, there might be, I think there's going to be some people that are like, oh, there's no way that NX, well, they might think NX can do it. But people will be like, oh, there's no way that it would look that good. But everything you're seeing here is really low polygon. Like this is not a lot of polygons right now. This is like something, this could probably run easily on the Wii U, I would say. Jibanyan impression. I don't know who Jibanyan is. I probably didn't even pronounce that right. Josh, can you do Bowser? If he buys me a few drinks, I probably could. It'd be painful, but okay. Oh, you mean the impression? I don't know, not really. Kind of just his roars. I can do a lot of the Koopaling noises. I can do a lot of the, like, what would his name be? I forget their names, but the one that has, like, he's really lanky. He's a little taller, and he's got the green hair. He's kind of wackier. I can kind of do him. Josh, do a Sonic the Hedgehog. Not in my life. Can I buy you dinner? I'll buy you nice food. Nice food? Oh, Jaban is from Yokai Watch. Is he the cat or is he the ghost? Are you a voiceover actress? I have a penis, so I don't know. I would have some difficulty being an actress with a penis, but I could try. And no, I'm not a voiceover actor, although I would love that. I mean, that's a lot of money for doing relatively nothing. Cat, 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 cat. It's the cat. I don't know what the cat sounds like. Do a Fawful impression. I don't think Fawful talks. Donald Trump impression. I don't really know. I don't think I can do a Donald Trump impression. That's more of a face. You need to do the face for a Donald Trump impression. I love guys who have a penis. There you go. Those are the best kind of guys. Guys with a penis, those are generally guys. Okay, I'm thinking of maybe well, I'm kind of I don't know that these extra poles are necessary, actually. I'm going to get rid of those, maybe. I was going to do something where there's like a thing in between there, but nah, it's not going to do anything. It just looks kind of silly. That's good. That's good. We're going to overkill here. That's offensive to Caitlyn Jenner. Well, Caitlyn Jenner, if you're watching this, I apologize. Caitlyn Jenner is a very big fan of my YouTube work, so, you know, got to keep that in mind. Do a Petey Piranha impression. Petey Piranha just kind of growls. What does he make like a... I can't do Petey Piranha. I can do a rabbit impression. Do a Shy Guy impression with pleasure. Do Eggman. Oh, I'd gladly do Eggman. He doesn't even have to buy me dinner first. Eggman's trying to kill Sonic. He's like a... Eggman is my wet dream. Do a Lamar Wilson impression. Okay, ready for my Lamar Wilson impression, everybody? You guys ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There you go. What did you think? Was it a good Lamar Wilson impression? I didn't do anything. Get it? I did nothing. So that's my Lamar Wilson impression, guys. Was it good? I think it's pretty good. It's pretty dead on. Lakitu impression. I'll do some Koopaling noises. These are just, I don't know what Koopalings these would be, but these are just Koopaling noises. Ready? And then there's like the gruffer sounding Koopalings that would be like, no! That would be like the one that's got the star on his face. I could do all the Koopalings, but I just don't remember what they sound like. They're all just basically those noises. Can you cook good food? I think so. I'm a vegetarian, so I don't cook meat, but I cook good vegetarian food. What happened to those pictures of my butt? I don't know. There's probably a bunch of those. They're probably on Twitter. You mean my butt in the Zero Suit? The Lamar Wilson impression could work as a Sonic Team impression, too. They do absolutely nothing. That's true. Actually, they do stuff, but it's not good stuff. All right, guys, I'm going to probably wrap this up for now. What do you think? Final thoughts on the idea of having the awning behind there that you can drive under? Probably going to get these lanterns to sway in the breeze. Go vegan or go home. I couldn't be vegan. It's too difficult. You don't eat cheese. Like, I had a vegan slice of pizza once, and I was like, nope, this ain't happening. I do make sure that a lot of the stuff that I buy is from, like, farms that treat the animals the way they should be treated. Like, if I get I will eat eggs, which is a little maybe hypocritical. Some people would say eggs are, you can't be a vegetarian if you're eating eggs, but I don't know. They're not born, so they're not hurt. But I make sure that like when I get eggs, it's like from a farm where the chickens or the hens were fed vegetarian diets to where they're cage free. There's a lot of farms, like you would be amazed, not to go on a rant here, but you would be amazed at how poorly treated a lot of animals are, and it's pretty disgusting. You should be nice to animals and nice to people. Just be nice. That's my advice for the world. Don't be a fucking dickhead. Just be nice, you asshole. Josh Thomas, 2016. Yoshi impression. I can't do Yoshi. Why are you a vegetarian? I think I just said that. I love animals. I don't want to hurt things in order to eat. And there's so much food you can eat without hurting an animal. Show your penis on YouTube. All right. I think I actually have been showing my penis. There's a small second of a frame in every episode of The Fold where my penis is shown. So now you guys can go watch all the episodes of The Fold and try to find that frame of video where I show my ding dong. Go watch them. It's in there. Shout out, please. Donna Kun. Donna Kun. There's your shout out. You fucking ass, I love you. Thank you, Brawl Fighter. Do you like vegetarian bacon? No. I do occasionally have some of the like Boca fake meat. You know how there's like Boca, a Boca burger or Boca chicken something. I do eat those occasionally. Only because I really like barbecue sauce and I have nothing to put it on. So whenever I'm like, I really want some barbecue sauce flavored, I'll do that. Favorite Animal Crossing game? New Leaf, followed by the GameCube game, followed by City Folk, followed by Wild World. Alright. I will talk to you chicklets later. Thank you very much for watching this live stream. And yeah, I might change this awning in the back when you guys aren't around. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm sorry if this is boring. I don't know if you guys don't like this popping up in your YouTube feed and you think this is like annoying and you just want official videos. Let me know, and I will go back to using Twitch. But I don't know. I think this is fine. I think it's kind of fun to hang out with you guys and you guys. I mean, when I'm working on Make Believe, there's like no videos going up. Except for the weekends when I work on them. So I figure like, hey, maybe in the weekdays we can do these, and these will be videos going up. I don't know. I'm also, by the way, this week I'm starting work on finding companies to produce a bunch of Orbit merchandise, like figurines and plushies. So I'm officially looking forward to selling out. And I'm going to make sure all of you enjoy the fact that I am selling out and hawking a bunch of Orbit merchandise. So thank you very much for watching. And until next time, bum. Ba-dum. Thanks for watching. All right, where's the where's the OBS? There it is. All right, guys. I'll see you kids later. Bye-bye.